What if I told you one of the biggest indicators of a thriving marriage is how well you know and support each other with each other's dreams? It's not about getting along day to day. It's about growing together and reaching for something bigger than yourself and truly feeling seen and understood with what it is you're wanting.
So if you think of the tree, the trunk gives it strength, but the branches are what reach out, blowing in the wind, creating shade, reaching to the sky. These branches represent your emotional connection and the way you support each other's dreams. So let me ask you, do you really know what your partner is dreaming about? Do you know what keeps them up at night? If not, don't worry, you're not alone.
We're Clay and Sonia with Heart Life Coaching, and we believe marriage isn't about just surviving. It's about thriving with it. And every relationship faces challenges, but with the right tools, you can turn conflict into connection and struggles into strength. So join us to discover how to build the marriage you've always wanted, full of love and trust and joy, with the tools to make it work.
So too many couples get stuck in the day-to-day grind of paying bills and taking care of your children and the house and managing your schedules, and they forget to keep dreaming together. Over time, they drift apart. And not just because they don't love each other or they don't, it just happens. And because they stop being curious about one another.
But the happiest, strongest couples, who are they? They don't share a house or a life. They share a vision. They know each other's inner thoughts, their inner world, and most importantly, what their inner dreams are together. I'm sorry.
That's what keeps your relationship strong, flexible, and connected, even when life throws storms your way.
So how do we keep growing together instead of drifting apart? Here are 3 things that you can do, and you can start it today. First off, know your partner's inner world. Ask yourself, when was the last time that you checked in on your partner's biggest hopes or worries or dreams? What does that look like? The strongest couples don't just talk about a to-do list. They ask each other questions about what needs to be on there. And if you could do anything for the next 5 years, what would it be? Keep this conversation alive. That's a great conversation for date nights and things like that as well.
The second one is to support the individual dreams of your partner. Do you know where they're wanting to go, what they're wanting to do, both externally and internally? What hobbies do they want to pursue? So whatever it is, ask, can I support you? Even small encouragements go a long way.
Also, too, creating some rituals of connection. Little moments matter. A weekly coffee date or bedtime check-ins. We like to add an appreciation at night when we go to bed of one thing we appreciate about each other. Celebrating the small wins together. These rituals build deep emotional connection.